ship around. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Horrible. All right. This is my friend Joey, who just released this album today. He goes under Sleepy Seahorse. A creative powerhouse. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween. Hello, Lil T. Hello, Justa. I had to stand up to read the comments. Man, somebody outside is just revving their freaking engine right now. It's really bugging me. It's giving me anxiety. Are they gonna come crash it in here? Is it a helicopter landing? Am I inside of a submarine? These are questions that I'm asking myself right now. And you know what, friends? I don't think I'm ever gonna find the answers I'm looking for. Sometimes it's not worth it anyways. Oh, it's comfortable. From time to time, it's comfortable. I like to say when it's really good and cozy, I say comfortable instead of comfortable. I add that extra oomph. I add that middle section. I get the midsection going. But seriously, so far so good. I like drawing noses, and I think that's a fair nose. Oh. Wait. It's music to my broken eardrums, to my damaged brain. It's just it's pure music. Oh, perfect. There we go. Now it's really looking like my left foot. Especially right here. It's coming along. Oh, thank you, Justa. Well, I'm here to bring the peace. I'm here to keep the peace, and I'm here to buy it if I need to. I will buy your safety, your peace of mind. It just takes 25 cents a month, friends. We can change the world together. You just gotta add something that wasn't there before. That's what drawing's all about. I learned it one day and I was like, whoa, you just gotta draw something that's not there. You just gotta put something there that wasn't there before. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, friends. But it's worth the risk, every time. Especially when it pays off. No risk, no reward. So far, I'm pretty impressed with this album. It sounds really good. It sounds even. Nice and even. Classic Sleepy Seahorse. Now we're on to something. Happy Halloween, everybody. Whether you're hanging out, or just leaving, or just passing through, hope you're well. I hope you're safe. Be safe out there. Always try to think ahead of your enemy. Try to be one step ahead of your enemy at all times. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy golly gosh darn dang Halloween out there. like the draw. It's getting there. Hello, Poggywog Apocalypse. Try saying that 10 times fast. Pollywog Apocalypse, Pollywog Apocalypse, Pollywog Apocalypse, Pollywog Apocalypse. Pollywog Apocalypse. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Love. I say it fast often. I call myself that because I have chicken joined toes to each foot in polywogger tadpoles. Huh. That's cool. That runs in my family too. I wish I had web too. That'd be cool. That's a great name, by the way. Great name. Looks like he's playing air guitar. People caught. And then you're a big fan of surrealism. Me too. I am a big fan of surrealism, even though I don't. Like, I used to study that kind of, I guess not study. I just was up. I was up on that kind of stuff when I was in my early 20s. I did my own sort of art history classes at libraries and stuff. And I would just check out all the greats and all the masters of old and all the masters of new. And I don't do that so much anymore. I know what I know, and I just don't want to be. It's weird, but I just don't want to be influenced by people sometimes, and I just want to I want my work to be absolutely original, and I know it's hard to be original in a world where everything we do is a copy of somebody else's, or it's already been done, already been said. But still, it's art for me is this. There's the playful side of it, of course, the childlike, but then the adult in me breaks it down and analyzes it more than I probably should. But I often wonder why this instead of law school. Because if I would have put as much time into law school as I did into making art, I would have been a freaking judge by now or something. It's just kind of weird how things turn out, And what grabs you, what drives you. And once you find out what it is, it's kind of interesting, because a lot of people have a drive, or maybe they have the potential, but they don't really have a goal, or they don't have a destination in mind. And I always have. I've always just been trying to get out there with my art and make a living at it. Always. Ever since I was 12. I just always knew what I wanted to do. And of course back then it was the want to make comic books. I was a comic book kid. And I just made my own comic books and stuff. But when I turned 19, I actually discovered surrealism. I think it was 18 when my friend showed me Dali, and I started looking at all his stuff for the first time. Dali was the one that changed everything. But then I still get when I see something that I like that's contemporary, I of course enjoy it. Everything has its place, Or I can still get inspired by stuff even though it's new. Of course, just like anybody else. I feel like Captain Obvious. I like water when it's wet and it's hydrating me. Yeah, I'm a heavy dreamer. I'm a big dreamer. Pizza Hut. Smack. Huge bang. That's the sickest news I've heard all day, bro. Save a slice for us, right? Yeah. Maybe after you're done eating pizza, we can all, go out bowling maybe, or even surfing. We could do night surfing, depending on what hemisphere you're in, because holy moly, friend, those waves aren't going to surf themselves. Oh, that's some fucked up shit. That's some shitty shit. You have an entire Mick Universe for my comic heroes? Cool. Which, Prometheus? Wait, Promethea? Which, by the way too fleshed out in my mind. Yeah, when I was a kid, I had like all sorts of different superheroes and storylines, and I can't believe how fucking how crazy I was when I was a kid. Cause I'm not like that so much anymore. I'm more visual now than storyteller, but I still can do stories, but it's hard to write stuff when, not a whole lot of people watch it. Because I've written so many songs that nobody will ever even like know of, I have 100 demos on my stupid tablet, if not more, but but then on my phone I have some too, and I don't know. I'm not gloating. It's because that's the part where it starts becoming like a curse. Because you'll have a good idea for a song, and instead of jumping up and writing it down and getting all excited, I'm just like, fuck it, I just want to sleep. Enough with the songs. Part of me is just wants to chill. But that's the thing about art, It kind of hits you when it hits you. Surf's a bit cold today. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Marvel Comics size universe. Songs of all existence. I hear kids outside trick-or-treating and stuff. I felt like going over to like the doors of the garage and just going like but then I might pee my pants like last time, and yeah. When I make certain noises, hit certain frequencies, I just poop. I pee to poop. I poop my pants. And then I peed in them a little. It's kind of gross. It's not something I ever want to talk about ever again. And I'm actually very sorry that I brought it up. Figuratively and literally. I think it would be more like, you're letting it out. Yeah, I guess letting it out would be more accurate, but... Thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Who are you, by the way? No, I'm just passing through. Okay, cool. What's your... It's kind of weird just having somebody here just watching me. I'm not used to that. No, that's okay. I don't mind you drawing in front of me. Oh, Okay, that's kind of weird. What? Well, you kind of sound like me. What do you mean? Never mind. It's. There's this foul odor in the air, and it's. For once, it's not coming out of my mouth. Oh, you talking about my breath? Your breath, yes. Oh, yeah. That was on purpose. Why? Why would you do that? Because of last time, story. You don't remember me? No, I don't remember you. What's the story here? What's the... tell me your tale. What, huh? I don't get it. Maybe you're not supposed to get it, story. Once upon a time, in the forest of death, there was a tale that needed to be told. Yeah, no, get on with it. I just want to... You don't have to tell the whole story. No, I shall tell an entire saga. An entire saga? God damn. What? Well, I don't have, we don't have a lot of time. Time for what? A saga? A saga, because, any second we could kill over. Like, we could, any 1 second sooner than later, we're gonna keel over, like right now or later, whatever, but it's gonna happen. And so you just might as well get on with it. Okay. No, that's a good point. Okay. Well, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I forgot what we were talking about. It's okay, it doesn't matter. Just got done eating ribs and baby Luna beans. Lunar beans. Are those like moon beans? Lunar beans? Lunar. Lunar. This is what my mouth would look like if I were this drawing. Now I'm just getting frisky with the outside world here. You can kind of see it kind of coming a little bit more coming together. Always leave yourself an out, you know. Every time, even if you go into a prison cell, you should always have 5 ways of escaping that bitch. I'm just telling you. Otherwise, you're doomed. Always give yourself an out. Plenty of outs. This isn't no game. This is art. Yield it. Shield it. And feel it. Feel it. Yes. The paper. Okay. Let's get in there. There's not a guy of eyeballs. It's not actually teal, but a construction of dreamers. Ooh. I like that one. Yeah. My superheroes were just typical, archetypical. The main character that I did for until I was pretty much a senior in high school. I did my last comic book in that era when I was a senior, and then I discovered Dolly like a year later, basically. But I was 17 when I graduated high school, so I turned 18 a year later. So, sorry, I got lost in a moment, because I used to have my older friends who were 18 buy me cigarettes. You've got to give it volume. It's like a woman sitting in a chair and offering her hair for you to clean and shampoo, right? You've got to clean it. You've got to struggle with it. You've got to bring it back to life. You've got to form a friendship, a bond with it. You've got to add volume. And only then and only then, only then will you discover true love on a level that you've never known before. Offering the gifts and the answers with the little key to the heart of the cosmos. Welcome to Story Grub, Jaws. I think that was the last song. I only glimpsed at it once, but yep. Oh, was great. That was really good. That was cool. I can get down with it. The new songs are bangers. But. I am dead ass banging over here. Dead ass banging on a Saturday night, on a Friday night. Anyways. Hope everybody's having a good night. Happy Halloween. Welcome to the club. Hey, who did that? Sorry, sir. But, who the hell are you? It's me again. Yeah, and I'm still trying to ask who you are. Oh, well, the name's Terry, with a T. Terry with a T. Why are you here, Terry? Why have you come? You don't know? I don't know yet. I'm gonna get it out of you. You slimy little. What's that? Nothing. Here we go. Oh. There we go. This is an actual pen instead of a Sharpie. Sharpies are brutal beasts. You don't want to use a Sharpie. I'm telling you that much. They're so wonderful and beautiful. They'll have you hooked. And then, before you know it, you're going to be buying boxes and boxes and boxes of those bastards. And you're going to be smelling those wonderful fumes. And it's best to go get the pen like a pigmented. Oh my god, the Sharpie just sounds so good now. Damn it. I started thinking about the Sharpie and now I want a Sharpie. Oh god, I'm burping. That means I want a Sharpie really bad. Oh, yep, exactly. I just stepped in dog shit. Oh gosh, that means I want a Sharpie as well. Does anybody have a Sharpie? Can you have it overnight delivered? Do you get it? Overnight delivered, because I just remember the other night when I pulled out my liver live. It was really funny. Everybody was laughing. And then I was like always reminded that I only work alone. So I was really only laughing at myself, looking at myself in the mirror laughing as I was taking out my liver. And nobody stopped me. But it got good ratings. We're actually going live tonight. From the band room at the hospital, I snuck away. I shouldn't be out, I'm very weak. But I heal fast. I promise you that. I heal fast. Alright, friends. We're almost there. Love the music. Mostly into very dreamy, good album. Yeah. He has a plethora of music, and he does different genres, which I like when a band doesn't stick to one kind of certain style, or I like when a band can do different genres and they can make them their own and do them, you know. I like diversity within an artist. It's kind of cool. It shows their breadth of taste and knowledge too, you know. You can learn a lot about somebody based on just how they respond to art. You learn a lot about yourself as well. You know, I only learned how to start talking British after I started talking about art. And I wouldn't even call this British. It's more like South Virginian, out of New York, by way of Florida. So they've got this very unique accent, and I just don't know what to do with it sometimes. It's overwhelming, but it's beautiful. I dabble. It's a dabbler, and we make up with the words as we go along. Mictaviciously so. Right there in the comments, right? Mictaviciously. It's a word, I just made it up. Don't hold me to that. But it's a wonderful thing to be able to wear the shoes of your enemies while you hold on to their wallet for collateral. Okay, everybody, how's the ear looking down here? Let's get busy living or get busy dying here. let's live. Let's live a little. We're all gonna die. Happy Halloween, everybody. If that is your real name. What's that? Nothing. Nothing. I didn't. It wasn't. I need some water. There's something coming up out of its ear. Do you all see it? Something coming up out of its ear. Oh gosh. Doesn't viciously. Well, it's not quite, because it's the act of being maliciously sexy, and it's usually centrally located downtown Tallahassee, where, as we all know, the devil was born. So let's keep our eyes peeled. Let's make sure everybody gets home tonight, and let's do this. We've got a lot of ground to cover. We only got a limited time to do it. So we've only got a window of time before the ice melts, and we've got to figure this out before it happens. It's Halloween after all. Now let's get busy. Let's solve this riddle. Sir, can we just go? What? Can we just go? Hey, Sanders, you sit down, you son of a bitch. You just interrupted my monologue. This is what I'm paid for. They pay me $8 million for this, you son of a bitch. You sit down, and you will listen. You will listen. Sir, shut the F up, you little prick. Yes, sir. Even that. Don't even say that. Sir. Sanders, I'm gonna kick your ass. No, your butt. I can't say ass anymore, because it sounds too much like ask. Like I'm asking your permission. And we can't have that. It's gotta be very direct. Just very direct. Okay, here we go. Hi, everybody. I just wanted to remind you that it is Halloween. I am drawing, and you know it's been a long, wicked day. You know, I'm looking forward to eating some beans and falling asleep in my own waste. It's gonna be fun. I'm hoping to document it all as the night progresses. By the way, don't believe a word I say. This is the internet, after all. A few of these songs, I think that's where, again, I started getting sort of turned on to Sleepy's music. Because he sent me 3 songs that he thought would be good for my Matrix parody thing that I did last year. And then I just started listening to like all of this. There's like 3 different volumes of music of this kind of stuff, and it's just so freaking cool. And it's great to just sit here and draw to it. But it's also good in the parody as well. It's very Matrixy. The street that I live on, the frickin' people outside right now, they're just people. There's like hundreds of people just walking around, just crossing the street. Like, last year I was coming home from work, and it was around, I don't know, like 7 or something like that, or so 7:30. And I turned down my street, and there's 100 frickin' people just walking around, and they just like are walking in the street like it's Mardi Gras and stuff. And I'm just trying to drive down the street. I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to kill a kid. Oh my god, they're just everywhere. And it was just so there were so many frickin' people out there that I was going like 4 miles an hour, but also that when I got home, I was like having a panic attack. I was like, god damn, what the hell? And then I started crying for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but once I got over that, I I cowboyed up, and I went and cried in the bathroom for a while. I got the strength to go to the bathroom and cry for a little bit longer. And then after that, I cried myself to sleep, laughing. It was very confusing. But when I woke up in the middle of the night, the people were still out there. But this time they were knocking on my window, and they were trying to get in, and I wouldn't let them in. I was too scared. I hid underneath the covers, but then I started feeling hands all over the covers. And then I took out the knife that I had hidden under my pillow, and I just started stabbing through the sheets at whatever was coming at me. And it turns out it was my pet panther that I killed. I had a panther, a big black panther, huge one, just 400 pounds. And I stabbed it, and so we had to eat it. We had to eat the panther, and I get rid of his flush the fur down the toilet and stuff. Just it was disgusting. And I nearly got poisoned by the bladder. Long story. There's a ritual that when you kill a panther, there's a whole ritual you have to go through. It was just so terrible. I'm afraid of the future, and that's what happens when you're afraid, I guess. Whatever. But that's whatever. The drum is good for drawing on. Want a furiticus. My enemy is women. I hope she hates high heels for my benefits. Doesn't sound angry. I keep forgetting that there's a bunch of people outside right now. I honestly can't believe there's 4 people watching. I appreciate the company. Let's go on a little field trip. There's my Santa Claus outfit. Whoop. There's my car. Soon to not be my car. Here's the sheets I put up so I could walk around in the garage and just film and do stupid shit. Let's see who's outside. You can hear the kids. I kind of wish that we would do stuff, but my aunt doesn't want to deal with people. Let's see what we got. There's not nearly as many people as I thought there'd be right now. Usually it's just two. Oh, there's somebody. Who is that? Who is that? What the hell? Did you hear there was a dog or something out there? Some kind of dog, some kind of beast? Like a werewolf or something. I'm freaking out in here. What the oh my god, there's oh, it's just a car. I thought that was a dinosaur. What the hell? What the they're stopping. What the? No, it's probably because there's people crossing the street. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, oh shit. Oh my god, we're gonna die. Alright. Hold on, everybody. Oh gosh. Just gotta get back where everything's normal. There we go. All right. Hey, happy Halloween, everybody. Looking good. Care about the ones you love. Fuck the rest. It's what my daddy says. Care about the ones you love. Fuck the rest. It's what my daddy says. Help your mother before she dies. Make sure she's comfortable. Don't let the media fill her head with lies. Help your mother out. Make me proud, my son. Do good things. Make sure you're on your own. Don't let anyone take credit for your deeds. Make me proud, my son. You're just a man. Maybe your son could live on. when God built this world of flesh and bone. Someday, Dad, I'll take you home. I'll take you Care about the ones you love. Fuck the rest. That's what my daddy said. All right. Let's see what I can bring to the table here. Hey everybody, this is Story Grub. I'm taking over for Story Grub, who's been working on this for the past, it looks like 58 minutes. Oh, thank you, Justa. I think you're lovely as well. Don't forget to drink water. I always forget, and that's why I am turning into a mummy. Aye. They're gonna find me 2,000 years from now, and they're gonna think I was some kind of pharaoh or something. Why was this guy buried in a sewer? What the heck? He's obviously a mummy, which means that he was some kind of, he was an important person, but nope, it's just gonna be from a lack of water. I didn't drink enough water. And then they're gonna realize that sometimes when you hear kids, it really is kind of scary. You just hear this laughing, and it sounds like it's coming from the other side of the room. The walls are very thin, is what I'm trying to say. And it sounded like those children were like in the same room with me for a second. And it was really scary. Because the last thing you want to hear when you think you're alone in the garage is and then a little scurrying around and stuff, No, that's when you grab a hockey stick. Am I right? There's monks that never die? Yeah. Yeah, they're called monks. Wait, no, that's what you said. Yeah. Just curious on the subject of surrealism, have you seen Small White Monster on YouTube? Oh, gee. Love the skeletons and the desert vibes. Well, to be honest, when I draw and when I'm out in public and when I'm looking at people's art, I wear blindfolds. Do you hear that? This is ridiculous. It's bad enough I have to suffer the happiness and the cheer during the Christmas season, but gosh darn it, why do we have to have happiness and people laughing and having a good time on Halloween? What the devil? I mean, come on now. Didn't sign up for this crap. I'm just kidding, of course. But sometimes it's kind of freaky. Because it sounds like they're coming right up to my garage or something. And I really do want to go over there and go, or like bang on the garage, like, help me, call 911, or just something like that, something really funny. I'm being murdered. Fire, just yell fire, just see what they do. Oh God, I'm just kidding, of course. Wait, what? Huh? Just on the subject of surrealism. Oh, I'm sorry. Geez, I didn't even answer. No, let's see. I haven't seen them, but I should. they slow the body to die super slow. Yeah, we've got to. That's why they take the brains out and all the organs. So because if they leave those in, it'll just rot the person. But yeah, then they pack it full of all these like myrrh and all these other herbs and spices and stuff like that to just preserve it and dry out, but like keep the skin, very taut. Man, it's so creepy when they open those up and some of them look. Well, sometimes the crazy thing is too when they open them up too soon or something, or if they're not careful, the air will kill it within an hour or something like that. Just disintegrate. It's just weird to think that back then there was just such different air, and there's pressure from 2,000 years being corked up inside a little sarcophagus or whatever. I would have loved to have seen what the Egyptians were doing like 6,000 years ago. Like basically 4,000 BC or something like that. Because, man, or even just to see what was going on this planet 16,000 years ago. Like, what did everything look like? Hell, even on this continent, on the state, North America where I live, it would just be interesting to see what it looked like 200 years ago. 300, but because it's interesting to know that you're just everywhere you go, you're just walking on bodies and fossils and a whole history, a whole world of history, but below your feet at all times, pretty much. Even on this continent, because there was a cataclysm that wiped everything clean. Wiped it clean. Anyways. Yeah, that one sort of came together, actually. It's pretty good. Pretty, at least, good enough to sort of keep going with, And then what I would do, too, to even it out a little bit, I would probably put another horn over here. Give it a little gap. Always leave yourself an out. Like that, and then something like that. That way you can get something else and do it like that. Whether it's a little piece of hair or something like that. But then you can do that with a little gap that. And use a little gap attack right there. You see where I'm going with this? Now don't forget. You gotta send Uncle Story a letter when you get famous with a check inside of it for $10. Once you become famous from just listening to me talk about art. That would really help me out. It's not about the money, but I do love it. And that's what I live for. Art is all about the Benjamins, the pimps, and the hoes, and stuff like that. It's a very wholesome lifestyle that I live, and I haven't gotten caught yet. So I'm sort of living the dream. Uh, I'm living vicariously through someone else who is living honestly and with integrity. Let's just say I lack all of that. I swing low and I aim high. I'd rather not talk about this. It's very personal, but I'll keep going if that's okay with you. I was born in a small town in rural America called Paradise, California. And let me tell you one thing. That's the kind of town that could burn down in one day, which it did in 2019. Even the hospital that I was born in, it died. Feather River Hospital in Paradise, California. And I'll tell you what, when that place went up, so it goes. But that wasn't the point of the story. The point of the story was that I was born there, and that there was a horse when I was growing up just outside of there, little town outside of Colorado, Paradise, California. Call it Colorado just because it just made sense at the time. But all sorts of stuff happened after that. That was the best summer of my life. You got to trust me on that. I was gonna ask anybody, all of you, if you just wanted to like hang out and like come over and do some laundry or something like that. The walls are so thin I can like hear their words. Those people outside. It's cool. There we go. Oh, oops. There we go. Hey, Aaron. Let's see. Polywog. I understand. Like it. Eye inside of a mouth. 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 Mouth. Eye inside of a mouth. I just stabbed myself with a pen. Right in my appendix. Get it? I must go to the hospital now. I inside of a house must go to the hospital. I inside of a house must go to the hospital. Not figuring that one out tonight then. It really messed me up. Really brought the hen home. Perfect. I learned that from Jimmy. Django. A beetle. And a little boy named Juan on the streets of Mexico City. As I was walking by, he made that noise right at a time when a bird fell at my foot. And then he made that noise when I kicked the bird away as hard as I could because that little bastard screwed up my beautiful shoes that I had just had polished. And then he went back to the A minor. I turned around and I looked at him. He looked at me. And we started laughing. I asked him why his guitar was out of tune. He said, "What?" And I realized that he was deaf. Then I understood everything that earlier I had misunderstood. And I went across the street and had coffee with death. With death. And then it goes on and on. You get the idea. It goes on for days. Anywho. That's what I've got for tonight anyways. For now. Maybe I can continue it later. But yeah, the drum actually does work pretty well for a for an art stand too. Oops. Oops. Come on now. You son of a bitch. There we go. I hope everybody's having a good night. I know I am. You've got to have a good night. Oh shit, you've got to. Otherwise, what's the point, you know? What's the gosh darn point? If you knew what I knew, it wouldn't matter anyways. If you knew what I knew. I can't tell you what I know, but you're gonna find out soon enough. Oh gosh. But let me warn you. Oh shit. Sorry about that. Let me warn you. The plot is thick. And the road ahead is thicker. So don't let it manifest hurtful feeling demons inside of your chest. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Roll with it. And you know, just give yourself some space. Give yourself a chance to breathe. Oh shit! No! What the devil? Eye inside of a mouth. Hate that for you and your town. Ink. Fernando. Book. Spy. Are you trying to blow my cover? I don't come down to where you work and slap the spy novel out of your hands, do I? No, I'm pretty respectful. Why do you think I do all the voices? I just, and they're horrible. See? Horrible. I can't say that in British speak. I'm terrified. 24/7, I'll tell you that much. I look up to the day that I can fondly remember the past in such a way that it's in the future without having to do much work to get there. Which obviously means that I've got to build a time machine. Oh. Tic-tac. I think I need a tic-tac. I caught that. I can catch stuff. Watch. I'm pretty good at catching things. If you threw food at me, I'm like Elwood from Blues Brothers. I just catch it really quick. Yeah. I hope everybody's having a happy Halloween out there. I really do. Oh, you're up there. And all that stuff, because you deserve it. And if you're not doing anything, I was gonna do something, but then I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? So instead of going out there and exposing myself to the world like some lonely little spore on the side of a mountain, just waiting for the day for its chance to shine, I decided to stay in and hibernate a little bit and get ready for November. November in Spanish, as we all know, means a time of great change and disorder. And so, you know, I'm just gonna make my bed and count my toes. Really give it a go. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, other than that, there's not much else to say. I should just hang it over my. Don't you love when you're hanging out with somebody and they're like, hold on. God, I remember the first time I ever saw somebody do that. They like blew their nose inside their shirt, and I was just like, I was flabbergasted. It was a snotty thing to do. Now there's 2 Tic Tacs in my mouth. I didn't need 2. But yeah, what are you guys out there doing? I'm just sitting here taking names, taking numbers, making a list and checking it twice. Oops. This hat is very heavy. And the hair is stupid. And that was loud. I've been lonely for such a long time. I'm sad and lonely all the time. I'm pathetic. I'm sympathetic to other people, pathetic like me, I guess. Even though I'm annoyed by them and I wish them dead. I'm only trying to be honest. People don't hate me now. I don't want to go outside and face the crowd. Okay, that was Go Jump Off a Cliff in C minor. All right. Stephen King. Watched Sometimes They Come Back. Oh yeah. What did you think? Just for good luck, I keep that around my neck. Somebody's probably gonna correct you, but it's a PH. Stephen with a PH. My dad's name is Stephen, and I always thought that was interesting. I was like, man, you have a cool name. It's like, you have different letters in your name than people would think, you know. You son of a bitch. But when he, oh my gosh, when he went by Steve, it was with a V, obviously, because the other way, it would be obvious, as we know, it would be Slefu, because the PH just does something different when you lose 2 letters and it's just PH at the end. It sounds like snafu, but it's there. It's all there. It's in the rule book. Page 3, episode 4, paragraph 1. It's all there. But you liked it? There's a lot of Stephen King stuff that I like. I'm a big fan of The Stand. Like, I'm talking about movies and things inspired by Stephen King. And I mean, it's not that I don't like the It movies. I mean, the second one that came out, it just wasn't that great. I couldn't get into it. Couldn't believe the characters, you know. They were just silly to me. But I'm like a huge cynic of movies now. It's weird. I've been burned so many times by movies that are supposed to be great, and everybody seems to love the movies. And I watch them and I'm like, why do people like this so much? What am I missing? I feel like there's something wrong with me. I just can't enjoy stuff the way other people do. It's kind of weird. I'm on, like, I don't know, it's always been like that. But then I just enjoy the weirdest stuff too, that I expect other people to like, whether it's certain music or certain movies for that matter. And they don't like my stuff. I'm like, really? You don't like that? It's like my favorite movie. We have 17 children together, and you're just now telling me this? I'm a critter from another litter. I'm a critter from another litter. Uh, I just lost some fans. Anywho, I hope everybody has a wicked cool night. I'm gonna go catch some. What's Maximum Overdrive? That's a crow. That's great. Christine is amazing. Isn't that? Didn't John Carpenter do that? I think he did. Yeah. Maximum Overdrive is brilliant. That's one of my favorite movies ever. Watch Lust in the Dust. It's the best I've seen. I wear these glasses so I don't have to watch things, especially when I look at my watch. It's just invisible. It's like I'm not even wearing one. These glasses are amazing. I recommend them to anybody who doesn't want to watch stuff, especially their own watch on their hand. But because I can, it's just. Oh, never mind. I'm not wearing a watch. Shit, that means I haven't been wearing a watch for like 18 years. But shit, that explains a lot. Oh my god. Holy cow. Oh, that means. Oh. Yeah, but. Oh, no. But still. Oh. Oh. Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, no. No, it's cool. Oh. But. No. You just gotta take responsibility sometimes. It's the only thing you can do. Hmm? Hello, Mawa. How are you? I was just talking about grace and how to have humility, while maintaining your badassery along the way. It's important. It's important to be humble about how goddamn cool you are. It's imperative. Um, you gotta you gotta jump in, grab them by the neck, and do them right. You gotta force that kindness on people. You absolutely just gotta choke hold them with it. Um, Mostly just choking, less hold, but you get the point. You gotta be good at being bad. It's a, it's a tangled web that we weave. It's beautiful. It's quite lovely, and I, for one, I think it's gonna happen. That's why tomorrow night I'm having a retreat, and everybody's invited. It's I remember back when I was a kid, and I used to get so excited going door to door. I was shy, but it was cool. Like the kids' voices outside, they're so happy. And that the whole month they've been like waiting for this night. It's perfectly fine if you don't have any feelings, but it just gives me like the nostalgia vibes. Oh, I could go film that because it seems like there's a lot of people out there. I hear tons of voices. Last year I got home and I was thinking it'd be fun to film because and just like do something for a music video or just I don't even know, but just do like a slow ride through all of it and just get like kind of like just silhouettes, because at that point it was so dark. Um, you wouldn't even see faces, but or even if you did, it's Halloween. You're not going to be able to tell who people are anyways. Not that it would matter. But my street, it looked like it reminded me of Haddonfield from the Halloween movies when there's just hundreds of people just zigzagging across the street, running everywhere, and I guess it's normal for like neighborhoods and stuff. The places I lived, I guess, didn't really. I didn't get that. I didn't get that. I didn't get trick or treaters. I guess in Idaho we did, but it was kind of rare on that street because there wasn't even a sidewalk on that street, and the houses were kind of far apart. and it was just kind of an awkward because it was very slow. So we just opted out as well. Anyways, telling you my whole life story, and I don't think that's necessary. But from a necessary point of view, it absolutely is. It's fantastic. It really gets under your skin, makes you sick. Anywho, wish we had Halloween here. Where are you, Mara? Where is Waldo? That's why they call me Miss Stinkiana. Wish we had. Yeah. Where are you again? I remember back in the 90s, Halloween was awesome. And back in the early, I guess it's still awesome. It just depends on what you do. I'm just a big. I don't even like going out. I don't dance, or I don't have any friends down here. So going places is kind of hard because I usually just end up standing by myself, and I used to have to do that as a kid because I was so painfully shy at like parties and get-togethers and stuff. Um, so a lot of people for me is kind of like torture, like overkill. But and part of me wishes that I could be more social or easier to get along with, or in a group of people. But it's still, I've tried it after all these years, and it still gets to me. I just can't focus. I can't think. All I hear is everybody's thoughts and stuff, and their voices, and everything just turns into like one big loud noise, and it's kind of overwhelming. And then you hear like guys talking about like sports and games and things like that. Like everybody's just talking about stuff, living their lives. Anywho, love you guys. I'm gonna head out. Oh, Dubai. I'm sure I knew that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I forgot. Um, yeah, in like 2 weeks, I'm moving to Portland, Oregon. So my life's about to change a lot. I'm gonna have to work pretty much a full-time job up there. But I imagine that I'll still go live. It'll just be a different sort of. I'll be still making videos too, but I'll be in Portland, so it's gonna be a little bit. I don't have this garage to like, but I have a nice little space that I could still use if I need to. Anyways, hope you all have a wonderful night. Happy Halloween. Whatever you're doing and whoever you're doing it with. I didn't mean like that, but whoever you're hanging out with, be safe. Watch out for each other. And I'll see you in November. Thanks, Marwa. Dubai, same introverted here. Yeah. I have my moments, but sometimes it's really, most of the time I would say it's very, very difficult to hang out with more than like 5 people, unless they're like really, really close, like family type friends. Crowds just, I can't do it. And I could do it if it's like a band. If I'm in a band and there's a crowd of people in front of me listening, that's a different story too, which is kind of interesting. But it's all, but art and music are things that I kind of use to hide behind, as well. It's like easier for me to communicate with people on this level than it is in real life, if you know what I mean. So it's an interesting dynamic, and psychology behind it is because that I'm even aware of that is, and that I have to think about that kind of stuff, because you can see yourself doing things and you're like, why are you doing this? Why are you eating this? Why are you taking this? Why are you turning here? I don't know. The inner dialogue thing is interesting because your code, your true north or whatever, the guiding voice inside of you is always is telling you what you need to do, and we just choose not to listen sometimes, if not all of the time. But mine is loud, and it's hard to not live up to the standards of the voice that's trying to lead you in the right direction. It's really strange to be at war with yourself, almost, with your mind, constantly. And we all do this in little ways. Some people can master it and control it and not let it get to them. Other people let it break them. I'm at the acceptance stage, and I'm just like, oh, I'm the asshole. Damn, that's a hard pill to swallow. I'm the asshole. Because in most situations. But it's also these handicaps that I have where it's like, I just physically I can't do certain things in a way that, because I get anxiety and I paralyze, and it's just weird, these paralyzing fears. And sometimes they come out of nowhere. I'm just like, whoa, okay, I guess I can't do that. And it's even kind of stuff that I used to put up with as a youngster, and I thought that I was just in the wrong and that I didn't have the right to say no or stick up for myself. Because nowadays it's the complete opposite, where I can put up with a lot up until the point, and then when I strike back, it's kind of like, it's not subtle. Happy Halloween, everybody, and a Merry Christmas. Son of a bitch. I was going to go 30 minutes ago. Then I realized, where am I going to go? I found these glasses. I got them off a dead man in an alley. I think he was some kind of jazz singer or something. But I kept them, and so on and so forth. Here we are today. I hope you like them. It's the biggest way. Mara, just know that you are not alone. Thank you, Mara. Same. Happy Halloween, Denise. This is in the club. I'm in the club. Cold. Here we just do this. Some cult members do this. Others do this. And this kind of stuff, like that. Yeah, I'm not. No, we're like this. I'd accept this too. I'd accept this as well, like that. But I think that shit at the end is kind of cliche, so I'd rather not do that if we could help it. I don't want that spreading like wildfire, because eventually what'll happen. Everybody's gonna forget everything. They're just gonna walk up to you and go, and people are that's gonna get old really fast. And nobody's going to trust us anymore. Nobody's going to join if we have a handshake like that. So we're going to have to come up with a really good handshake. Merry Christmas to you, Denise. I got the bastard's hat over here. I had a good dinner. I ate the old fatty. But that just means I have to take over Christmas this year, which they say can't be done without his help. But I'm here to tell you, I believe them. I think we're all screwed. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Where's my ukulele? Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, everybody's gonna die. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, oh my God, you so good off the ukulele. That was a crash course in humiliation. So, I should probably go now. If anybody wants to buy the products that you've seen tonight, please hit the secretary button on the right-hand side of your screen. Any touchscreen device will do it. The glasses, these glasses, the hat, the shirt, the jacket. I'm not wearing socks, but if I were, they would be for sale. The straight razor, the clothes, the wall. I'll take the frickin' wall down. I just need money. Please, if you want the wall, I will sell it to you at a discount. How about $100,000? I need the money. I owe the bookies. I am in deep, deep shit. It's Halloween. Maybe it was all just a bad dream. Maybe everything's gonna be okay. Maybe it was all a dream and they're not on their way over to kill me. What? Oh my God. Oh, shit. Hello? Hello? What? Huh? Who's there? What is that? What? Oh my gosh. I just heard something. What'd you hear? Huh? Sounds like he's right behind me. What the freak? Stop. There we go. Jesus. Alright, everybody. Just got off tour. Back home with our families. We need a moment's peace until we can start playing again. Yeah, I lost my tooth in Australia. But I think it's gonna be alright because I have friends down there. And they've got those little metal detectors. And they're gonna go to Sydney. And on the beaches in Sydney, they're gonna find my tooth. And they're going to ship it back to my mum. And my mum is going to bury it in the sand in North Korea. Because she's been staying there for the last 6 months, as you know. And she's going to find a way to get that tooth to me. Faster than they get split. You can bet on it. And other than that, I just don't know what the hell. That's all. I don't know what the hell. Blink twice if I'm in danger. Maybe if I do 3 times. Absolutely not. They were the ones that would be in bigger danger, not me. They're the ones that would be in the bigger danger, not me. I know, I've got certain skills. They service me. They... Sometimes I should just quit while I'm ahead. Bradley Gray, too early. I know it sucks. But last time I was too late, and I didn't hear the end of it for at least 8 or 9 months. And after that, I was born in, you know. I was a main function at the Thanksgiving Day dinners, you know. Let's just say that I was in. You know, I didn't know how many people I would have to... What? Oh. Okay, that's what you were talking about. Okay, I get it. Good, because I was just going to spill the beans. I thought we were talking about something else. Yeah, the glasses. They are scary. Yeah, that's the intention. They are meant to scare. You know, it's just, see, the kids are running. I'm not even supposed to be in this garage. I mean, the door could open any minute, and they could just come back. I'm just here to go live. I just need the Wi-Fi. I just need the Wi-Fi. If anybody has any clues on how to get the Wi-Fi, and where a certain friend of mine is, who lives in Australia, I just want to make sure he's okay. I just want to make sure everybody's okay. At the end of the day, I just want people to get home. Right? Just want people to get home safely to your families because I know how much they love you. I wouldn't be saying that if I didn't mean it. Oh, they love you. Ma, what do I have, Candy? I've got some Tic Tacs and an empty can of bubbly water. No candy. But Joseph over there, he called the dog earlier. He said the dog was eye candy, but I think that's because he eats dogs. Yeah, he's from Antarctica. He's one of them people. They eat dogs down there. Big old fat German dogs. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, Joseph. You son of a cracker. Everybody's cracking down here, Mara. You'd love it. Absolutely brilliant. You'd absolutely love it. Yep. I get so excited when I talk about that. I do this every time. That's how it is. Not the dogs. Oh, I mean, the frogs. Frogs. Mara. We would never hurt eat dogs, right? No, you would never do that, Joseph. Joseph, just. Good job. Just yourself. Look at it. Somebody, Joseph. Okay, I just made a deal with him, a pact, that there will never be another dog eaten, unless I'm there to help. Yeah. But we're gonna play this one out as we go along. Not even joking anymore. We've got to have each other's backs, Mama. Otherwise, who's gonna have ours when the time comes? And that time will come for us all. And I, for one, am here for it. I'm a better person for it. Absolutely wonderful. Bloody brilliant. What the hell's going on kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Because I sure don't, Mama. Well, I've got to go to bed now. I appreciate the company. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Halloween. I wish I could do more. I honestly do. Golly gosh darn dang, I wish I had more pull. And I could do more for you. And I want to bring the world to your eyes and your ears in such a way that you've never known before, but I'm very limited to what I can do. But tonight I think I'm showing you the scope of my abilities, to my talents, my skill set. As honorable as I am, I don't want to feed you garbage. I want to offer you something better than that. Tic Tacs. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I just cracked a tooth. Ow. That was good. Now I have fresh breath with sugar in it. Deadpool. I can't go anywhere without that name haunting me. Not the dog, sick hat. See? Sick hat. I was just talking about that word. Sick. Everybody's using it. But not every man really lives. I'll tell you that much. I'm trying to fix it as we speak because although this is the same hat that I used to go crime fighting in, I kinda am trying to make it look a little bit different. That way if the police come a knocking and ask me if I'm the vigilante, I'll be able to say, no, mate. That one has the ball going this way instead of that way. Obviously, it's something different, mate. See? Boom, shakalaka. And it's important to be honest in those times because they can use the world against you. I know a little bit about the law. My name's Law Devil. That's my legal name. Law Devil. Some would call me lawless. Some would call me lawful. But I'm the Law Devil. Sounds kind of cool. It's just a laudable. I'm a laudable. It really freaks people out. I don't have to do much because I'm really not good in a fight. But if I were to fight, I think I could. I think I could last maybe about 10 seconds before I get killed. Maybe worth it, just so people would fear the name Law Devil. Once again. Sometimes I put glasses on too. It doesn't matter. Yeah. Just to protect the eyes in case they start spitting at you. My secret is safe with you. Thank you. Well, I've been wearing this mask the whole time, so I mean, obviously, you wouldn't even know who this really was in the first place. There's no way of identifying me. I gotta remember not to look at myself in the image, because that is redonkulous. But it's worth its weight in gold, friends. It reminds me of something from like Fat Albert too. I think one of the dudes on Fat Albert had something like this. I'm the Falcon. I was doing this the other day, and I really like it like this because it makes my voice sound really threatening. It's worth it, you know. It's worth it. And although I don't like being intimidating, it helps when I'm just trying to convey a message. To be kind of macho, to be kind of scary, if you will. It's just one of those things that when I'm forced to do it, it's kind of embarrassing because I know how I can come off, and some people have peed their pants, and I think it's partly the voice, partly the physique, and the like I said, the skill set that I have. Oh, what about that bank next town over? There's somebody else that uses this goddamn mask. Okay, I'm not the only one that uses the mask, but I don't do the bank things because the banks are kind of well, you just wouldn't want to rob a bank. I mean, there's cameras, there's all sorts. You're never gonna win. You're never gonna. Plus, the money is usually not even real, anyways, and they can just cancel that money like they do a bad check. So I stay away from banks. Somebody else borrows the mask from time to time, my brother, and I'm not gonna give him away, but Nigel, and he, Nigel Miller, and he uses the mask from time to time. Obviously, he has brown eyes too. He has brown eyes. Get that? And that's how that story ends, and how another one begins. Isn't that right, Mama? Yes. No word. Okay. Secret is in the safe. You're right. Because at the bank that I used to bank at, I used to keep the secret there until my brother went in and stole it. And that's why I have such a thing against banks, especially this one day of the year. Isn't that right, Mama? Thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay. Prick. My hand hates me. I don't know why it does that. I think that's the twin that never got to live. I had a twin that was born on my body. Looked like a little pimple. I named it Michael. And one day I went to the doctor and they had it removed. And I asked him, could I keep it? And the doctor said, no. So I said, okay. And that's it. That's pretty much it. That was the best day of my life. But yeah, I don't bank there anymore. I don't bank there anymore. It's important that I finish the story like that. I didn't want to leave you hanging. You wouldn't. Maybe you don't. But if I'm not tweaking, that means I didn't do meth. Wait. So you can't have one without the other, Drago, as you know. Takes one to know one. Little hypocrite and Drago. Digga, 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 dragon on and a gone and a gone and a gone and go. Going, gone. Isn't that right, Drago? You've got to make money to burn money. You've got to do tweak to do the drug. You've got to know what you're talking about and who you're talking to in order for the insult to make any sort of sense. It's okay, brother. He doesn't know. Nobody knows. It was a long time ago, on this very night, when the crowd came watching At least share half of it. We're talking about meth still. That was before the meth comment. I'm a pothead, not a meth head. Thank you. And yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. Hold on. I'll get back there. Well, I can tell you potheads are all alike. Judgmental, crafty, clever, wrongful, tidy, slithering, and beautiful. All wrapped into one. Usually under some kind of blankie, like some kind of tinfoil to keep you warm at night. And I respect that. And I respect your comment, even though it hurts a little. Yeah, if you just knew anything about me, you wouldn't be saying that about me. Oh. But no, it's just one of those things that I guess I just needed to hear to understand, coming from a pothead like yourself. Such is life, to be such a squandering, wandering philanderer of death and light. In such a time when we need more thought clouds and bubbles filling the sky, comes the dark cloud of misery and decay. But that's all right. That's okay. I'm just getting too old for this shit. That's all. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just scratching my testes. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Lo siento to my Spanish-speaking friends. Okay, I'm done. Whew. Well, welcome to the club, Drago. Your jokes are gonna get better the more you watch, because the more you watch, the more you watch, the more you're gonna get to know me. And what the heck? I thought the Wi-Fi was on for a second. And then you'll understand that I'm like this all the time. And I'm somewhat of a pothead too, I must admit. But more potty than head. It's a long story, mate. But I'm right there with you, okay? Wouldn't wink if I wasn't. A pot hat? What's a pot hat? What's a pot head? A pontificator. Back in the Middle Ages, Marwa, here in America, there were people called the potheaders, and they were great homesteaders. They were the first persons to ever build the pyramids in New York City, and I swear to God, those pyramids even today just look as beautiful as the day they were born. But after many, many, many decades and many, many failures of civilization and the Tower of Babel and all that kind of stuff falling and us getting all the bricks and just taking them, scattering them all over the world and whatnot, thus diminishing our power against the gods. We found out that there were such people as potheads who considered themselves of a cannabis smoking sort of type of person, who would more like a succubus than anything, who would suck the soul out of any room, any heart, any brain, any well, in this case, any society that it came across. And when it came to my town as a child, and it hit me, the first wave, it was beautiful, it was lovely, I was cheering, it was great. But I tell you what, it didn't last forever. So I had to do it again and again and again and again and again and again and again, etc., 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 until up until just like an hour ago. So this is what I'm telling you, Marwa. That we're all potheads. We're all potheads here in America. All over the world. There's just a ton of us. And I'm just trying to strut my stuff and do my thing, and I just want freedom. To be able to even act like a pothead without being made fun of for doing other drugs. I just don't understand. Oh, yeah, that was good. But I'm learning. No, I'm learning. It's a hard road to hoe, but you know, if people only knew, if people only understood. Just got home from the beach, bro. Everything's fine. All right, everything's totally cool. We just need, we just need to pay these sons of bitches, and then we're gonna be all right. All right. So you got the $500 or no? Because I didn't see any money on my dresser. You said you were gonna put the 500 on my dresser. We got to pay these guys. They're gonna cut our feet off, man. If you're not, what the hell are you talking about? What? Huh? What the? Huh? We're gonna die, man. Okay, hold on. Let's see. About save the pothead. See, that's what I've been saying for all of my life. But no, I get accused of doing other things, like math. I'm not a mathematician. It's not fair. Just because I was never good at math doesn't mean you can make fun of me for it. Who cares, anyways? Rock and roll, baby. I'm not here to make people happy. I'm here to make people rock. Back and forth, all night long. Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm not very convincing. But the beautiful thing about that is I wasn't trying to be. All I'm trying to be is a filler. More than that, I'm trying to be a friend. And I'm offering love, companionship, loneliness, and the entire country of Portugal. Give or take a city or two, but that's not the point. The point is that I've always wanted to live there, and I don't know why. And I love you all. I love you all very much. Yeah. I stayed on way longer than I said I would. It's almost 2 hours now. So yeah, I hope everybody has a wonderful night. I said that an hour ago. I'm very hungry. I'm very tired. You have a friend, Roach? You have a little roach friend? Aw. I find roaches out here sometimes. And they're dead. I think my cat hunts them down. That's cool. Well, you take care of that roach, Mara. And you take care of yourself. And I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of the night. And whether you do Halloween or not, be safe, have fun, and live to tell another tale. How about that? You take good care of yourselves. Hello, Gucci. Hey, another pothead. Mara, 420 in cannabis lingo is like, you know, well, it's anyways, when you see that, also think of potheads. 420, it's kind of funny. When we were kids, we used to make such a big deal out of that. We're smoking with everybody else in the world right now. Why hasn't world peace happened yet? Because there's people that smoke the cannabis that also drive in tanks and rob banks. Not all potheads are peaceful, lighting out our day. Country fight or cannabis, or person in my backyard shaking my tree down to get some apples off it. Gonna feed his family for months. But 3 little apples on a branch is all it would take to feed his family all night and all day. I can't believe you guys remembered that song. Thanks for rubbing that in. I'm gonna go be sick now. Happy Halloween, everybody. Love ya. Yeah, I know, Mara. You guys do the hookah. You guys do the hookah. That was kind of racist. I am kind of sorry. But I was just doing a voice. We could do the hookah. See, it sounds weird like that. I gotta do like the voice. We could do the hookah. We could do bop. And then it would go on for another 30 minutes or so, you know. It's okay. I can be kind of racist because I had a hookah once. I'm joking, of course. I can be racist because it's just whatever it is. It's not because I don't even see color. I look at people, and actually all I see is meat. All I see is, I don't even see skin. It's just I just see the muscle, like Hellraiser. It's kind of gross. But I've always had this thing. I've always had this X-ray vision thing. But it only goes skin deep. It's just the weirdest thing. So I literally don't even see skin color because I don't see the skin. When I do, every once in a while, somebody's skin has a different sort of biological makeup, and when I see it, it does look like skin, and that scares me. When I see skin, that scares me. It's weird. It looks all soft and mushy. I want blood. I want muscle. I want meat. It's a long, hard road out of hell, but I'm gonna get there slowly. Give some time. Oh, still working on that one. Never gonna be able to do that one at the old folks' home this weekend. They're gonna string me up. Oh no. String me up. Little darling, string me up. Okay. What a fun way to... You've got to do the hookah. I'm not even sure what a hookah is. I'm not sure what we're talking about here. I'm joking. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. I love you. Thanks for the company. And be kind to yourself. And be kind to others.